we got a pretty full lobby if you want to get started on this.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our first topic. So to start us off, we're going to first talk about why we are doing a fireside chat. If you're a true OG, and some of you will remember these days in chat, you'll remember that we tried to do a podcast, and you'll probably remember that it wasn't the best executed thing in the world, but it gave us somewhere to get started. This is kind of going to be like that, except we're also going to live stream, which is going to allow us to interact with you guys more. Back when we did the podcast, we were still way too small. We wouldn't have had enough of you guys in here to have a meaningful Q&A session. So hopefully you guys decide to stick around, come up with some questions that you want to ask us. As you know, we have a million and one things going on all at the same time at Ignite at any given moment. So if you got questions, if you want to know about anything specific, this is the place to ask them. We're going to be trying to do this. I think we decided weekly, right, Jacob?
Yeah, if we can, we want to do this weekly.
So weekly, we'll be here. We're going to talk about a couple topics, whether it's very specific to Ignite or kind of trends happening in the gaming world, and then also give you guys updates through the Q&A stuff on products we're building, the community in general, and everything like that.
Yeah. This is kind of the brainchild of us doing the podcast where we could talk about what we're working on, and then the weekly update videos that we were trying to do just because we're doing so much and we could keep everyone kind of like on the same page with what we're working on. So I like fireside chats are good because it allows us to talk about what we're working on, and then for everyone in the chat to kind of come in and ask us their own specific questions. So very excited to be doing this.
We also felt like this would be a good, consistent place for you guys to come by. In the future, we're going to have all kinds of announcements and stuff go up on here. We also want this to be a platform for our partners and our esports programs to be able to come on to, kind of talk about what's going on in their world, help promote their content, and just have a whole nother platform with Ignite to help lift everybody up.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is huge news, and some of the guys are in the chat right now. For the first time ever, this week is the beginning of league play for Ignite's first esports team ever. And it was a crazy road to get here. I honestly didn't think we were going to have an esports team for 3+ years. You know, you always see these huge buy-ins with stuff like the CDL of $30 million+ for a spot. But one day, Pro, also known as Luis, you all have seen him in our Discord a ton at this point. He came to me and he was like, I love Call of Duty. I have some guys that want to play Call of Duty. Let's form a team. Here's a league we can enter. And sure enough, Season 2 of that league, we've entered. We're all paid up. We're actually one of the first teams to pay up. We got an awesome roster of guys. We got some guys that have been playing Call of Duty for years and some guys that are on the younger side and actually have a chance of going really, really far. So it's going to be really exciting to see them play this first season and how it comes out.
How exactly is the SEL going to work for us? Like I guess the league that they're playing in, how is that going to work?
So the league is called SCL, which stands for Selects Competitive League. And each season, there's 4 seasons. So we missed season 1, and we're entering now in season 2. They split 32 teams up into 4 divisions. So we're in a division with a couple other teams. And basically, the whole point is to get to the grand final. So the grand final is after all 4 seasons have happened. And there will be 64-team double elimination tournament for actually a pretty sizable cash prize, which is growing every day. Right now, first place is at like $1,500, and there's about $3,500 total prize pool for this amateur league. So there actually is some good stakes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, to get into the grand final, we have to place in the top half of our division at least once. So basically, a lot of teams dropped from season 1. A lot of guys will get together. You know, it is Call of Duty. It is an amateur league. So basically, you want to get as much practice in as possible, win as much as possible. You get better seeds and also better hosts, which is a really big deal. That's something we can talk about more when we have the Call of Duty team on here, what it's like playing online in these tournaments, because ping is an issue and hosts are an issue. So we'll get into that more. But basically, each season is 6 weeks. You play between 2 and 3 games a week. So at the beginning of the week, we get announced who we're playing, and then it's up to our team to schedule those games. and then we'll put those on our events calendar, and of course put everything in the announcements so that all of you guys can come out and kind of support everyone. We've built this really, really awesome community of almost 200 streamers now, and we kind of want to give you a team to rally behind and also give a platform for these up and coming esports athletes to kind of come through our program and hopefully send them to the next level.
Yeah. And I think what you can kind of expect in terms of content, what you'll see on social media is we're very excited to start posting about the matches, showing off the team. We have our full 4-person roster. We figured it out. We're just excited for this thing to get started. We're probably going to be doing a lot of, like you said, we're going to bring the team on for this. We had already talked. All Pro was on one of our first podcasts, so it'd be cool to have him and other people on the team on this to kind of talk. And really just the esports, what we're kind of doing with that is we're just trying to build, same way as kind of promoting and helping the small streamers and content creators in general. We're kind of building a platform for some of these guys who want to get into esports, specifically for Call of Duty right now, to have kind of a platform to start. And just we're excited to see where it grows and kind of how this team ends up shaping out throughout the season, because we have some serious talent. We've been lucky enough to get to see some of the scrims that they've been playing against other teams. We have a 4-man roster that is seriously stacked right now.
Definitely.
So it's going to be exciting to see how well they do when the season starts.
Also, we're starting with Call of Duty because that's what we had the most interest in, but we are very interested in and starting up rosters for other games. The guy that runs SCL is actually looking at starting a Rocket League, very similar setup for that. So if you guys know anybody that is really, really good at Rocket League, that's probably going to be the next game we're going after. So feel free to go ahead and start bringing your friends over and get ready for tryouts for that.
Yeah, I would love to kind of take head on that. Rocket League is my favorite game for sure. There's no way I could be on the team because pretty much everyone on that team is going to be like Champ 2, Champ 3. We have a lot of people that play Rocket League in our Discord. We could definitely get some cool esports team going with that, and I'm very excited for Rocket League esports.
Definitely. You will most definitely have to take up the head on the Rocket League team because I have never played Rocket League a day in my life. I only see TikTok videos about it and I barely even understand that. So definitely, if you have friends that are really interested in Rocket League, reach out to Jacob or me and we'll talk about getting a team set up. I think we're still a ways away before that league specifically starts. I'm one of the first org owners actually in the Discord, working with Upcrazy, who runs SCL, to make sure that we're there. In the future, we're also going to be putting together an esports website and kind of showing off any achievements that we hit, all kinds of different earnings, trophies that I think we're going to accrue over this first SCL season. So I'm super excited about that. Also, one thing I'm very excited about is jerseys. We're finally going to order jerseys and get those on the way. Some of you have gotten to see the jersey design for this year. It's actually on our website right now. If you were to go to ignite.gg and scroll down to the esports section, the jerseys, I think at least, look sick. And I cannot wait to be wearing one on game day.
It's a nice design. The look that we have, the colors, it looks exactly what you'd expect an esports jersey to look like, and I just love the Ignite and just the look on it.
It reminds me a lot of kind of G2's jersey design, but more with our take on it. They do a great job at everything they do, but it's kind of got like almost slash going on, but there was more of a brush stroke, and ours is kind of like a breaking apart geometric design. So yep, very excited about that. Yes, Swift Fox, it is the one on the Ignite website if you go down to the esports. And I imagine we'll probably use that same jersey for most of our teams just to keep things consistent. Maybe we'll do a new jersey design every year. If you're on the roster, you do not have to pay for the jersey. We're actually going to supply those to all of our teams. Hopefully in the future, we are going to be able to give even more. I've been doing all kinds of research on controllers and stuff like that. I would love to be able to get some Ignite controllers, but no controller companies actually do custom artwork. So if you know anybody that does custom artwork, let me know because we'll probably look into that as well. But yeah, right now, jerseys. Hopefully in the future when we get sponsored by NZXT or something like that, we'll send full desktops as well. But we got to win some tournaments before we get to that point.
I mean, we're on the road. we're going that direction.
Definitely.
Yeah, we can talk about merch if you want. That's kind of the next big thing we were going to talk about.
Yep. So moving into merch, as some of you know, and some of you have ordered, which thank you to everybody who has ordered a piece of Ignite merch. It's absolutely awesome to see those
Thank you.
orders come in. Me, Jacob, we both get push notifications every time an order comes in, and it makes the whole day better. We don't make very much money at all, if anything, on most of our merch. The merch is purely for you to feel like you can represent a community that you're proud to be a part of. I know a lot of you guys are here and helped build this thing from nothing. We appreciate all of you so much. And I think it's important for you guys to be able to get a tangible piece of our community in real life and represent it and share it with your friends in real life, share it with your stream, stuff like that. Help spread the word just through wearing something awesome that shows off the Ignite brand. And yeah, I mean, it's just been awesome to design for us. It's been a creative outlet. Jacob and I have both gotten to take part on designing different things, and it's really, really cool to see it come to life.
It's hard. It's so rewarding though, because a lot of my time is spent designing Instagram posts and things like that, which are only so tangible. There's something special about designing a t-shirt and then getting it in the mail and wearing it. It just feels very special. And it's nice being able to, as we're looking forward, design merch that is specifically for facets of our of Ignite. So we've talked about, we have the jerseys and more of an esports line. Today, I actually already started prototyping stuff for this show, our little fireside chat. And so it's fun creating stuff that allows our community to kind of express that they are a part of this community. And I mean, it's incredible what we have all together created already. So having a creative way to kind of show that within apparel is just wonderful.
And nothing beats that occasional message from you guys that's just a thank you. You've done all this for me. And I've never expected to get so many of those messages from all different types of people, people we worked closely with, people that the community themselves just gathered around and lifted up. I know just a couple days ago, we had a guy saying it was going to be his last stream for a while, and he really wanted to hit affiliate. And every time I popped into his stream, he was well over the 3 viewer count. I think he was well over 7, somebody who had never been averaging numbers like that before. So it's really awesome, the community that we've built, and also the support after you hit affiliate. There's a lot of discords out there that you can go to, and you're like pushing for affiliate, and a bunch of people will come by to help you hit that number, but then it drops off really, really sharply. Right. So something we're striving to be is not just to hit that mark, because really that mark doesn't matter. It's about the community and brand you're building for yourself, and trying to help you guys get the skills and help you out where we can to build up that brand on various different social medias and launch yourself and set yourself up for success to actually have a chance to reach those higher milestones like partner, and maybe even one day make a living off of this, which would be awesome to see you guys do.
That is it. That's well said.
All right, guys. I think about now we're going to go ahead and move into our FAQ section.
The best
So
part.
if you guys have any questions for us, this is the place to ask them.
It's nice because we do have parts of our Discord where you can ask questions. I've had people DM me on Instagram, but the other half of the fireside chat is definitely allowing you guys to kind of ask us anything that's on your mind about Ignite stuff, big, small,
What are the best all-weather tires?
or unrelated to gaming and
Well, considering we're not sponsored by anybody, if any tire companies would like to come by and sponsor Ignite, we'd be happy to give your tire brand a shout out here. Otherwise, I would say Toyo. Anyway, Lethal Trisket. What's your question, bud?
Oh, Lethal's too nice. When Lethal said I have a question, I was expecting something. Playing Apex in Lethal, your idea about doing a series on Apex is genius, and I would love to help work with you on that.
Also,
nice to me.
We strategically made our cameras as small as possible to hide our ugly.
There's a purposeful reason our webcams are currently like 480p.
Who's the best player at COD in the Discord? You know what? Instead of answering that ourselves, I think we should have a 1v1 tournament with our Call of Duty roster so that can be officially decided.
How long does the season last, SEL?
Each season is 6 weeks, and we have 3 seasons to play before we get to the grand final.
Okay. I was thinking like in between seasons, it'd be cool if we had our team members battle it out.
Definitely.
I like watching All Pro. I haven't gotten to see, so who 4 people on our team? What are their gamer tags?
So we
What's our
have
roster?
Luis, who is All Pro, who is our team
Okay.
captain. We have Baby Buffalo, also known as Quinn, who plays kind of a main AR flex role. We have Regent, who is one of our new picks, and he is main AR. And then we also have Insanity, who is insane and also plays SMG and
I got you.
objective.
I saw Regent just because he said put me in. Watching you play in our tryout Regent was nasty. There was a few runs where you had like 8 kills in a row. Also, All Pro. I saw what you said. He's funny. No, Jacob is not single. All Pro. Yeah.
It
So, yeah,
sounds
we
like
do.
we're
Yeah.
gonna have to get this 1v1 tournament going. It
That would
sounds
be
like
cool.
Insanity's already said he's winning it. Regent says he's winning it. All Pro, I'm kind of disappointed in you that you said you're not gonna win. Baby Buffalo, where you at?
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I know he's our captain, and I shouldn't say this. All Pro is kind of trash at Call of Duty. How easy would it be to put together a Rocket League team? We could get a team together pretty easily. Like I still am in contact with some of the guys I used to play Rocket League with. I think we could put together a pretty solid stack. The problem is I don't know what most competitive Rocket League is at. Because if it's champion, I could easily put together a champion. If it's higher than that, though, I think we might have to kind of look around. Now, I've been in a few Discords, Rocket League Discords, where we could easily find a group of 3 guys to play with. But it really depends on how competitive we want our team, Brian. But we could definitely put together 3 people.
One thing about Rocket League compared to like Call of Duty that's nice from a recruiting standpoint is that it does already have that ranking system. When you're trying to find people to play Call of Duty, you really have to run all kinds of tryouts, and you have no idea what you're going to get. You're only going to see a couple of games. So yeah, it's going to be much easier to pick up a Rocket League team than a Call of Duty team.
You see what Baby Buffalo said?
Seeing as
It's good on YouTube because I'll be able to see. Baby Buffalo is my personal favorite. I love hopping in your streams as well, dude. So we can kind of talk with this. We do want to do this weekly where we're always going to pick just a couple of topics, and we'll always kind of start off the first half or so talking about some predetermined topics. And then we always know that there's going to be a lot going on, so we'll always do the Q&A part on the second half. Old school fireside chat. It's just a fun way to kind of interact with the community in a good way.
Definitely.
C2, yeah. I mean, Champion 2 is good. Like I would say anywhere in the reason I say anywhere in Champion is good is because I am Champion, but anywhere in Champion is when you're competitive at Rocket League. But Grand Champ is probably where I imagine most of the actual esports players are coming out of. Ooh, Clelrod, thank you, Kayla. She asked when new merch is dropping. So this is kind of important. I meant to talk about this earlier in the segment. We are going to try and follow a schedule basically with our merch, where on Fridays something will come out. It will stay in stores for about 3 weeks. Then we'll pull it. We'll have a week where there's nothing new, and then that cycle will continue. So basically, it's on a 4-week cycle. That isn't going to be the case for everything. That's only going to be for our time-limited collections. We are as well going to be dropping things that are just going to be in the store permanently after that. So our next merch drop will be this Friday. So what's that? The 22nd. So this Friday the 22nd is when our next line of merch is going to drop. And it will be, this one I think is time limited. So it will be in the stores for about 3 weeks. So thank you. Thank you for asking that.
Pro, we have already talked with some of our other creators about setting up not only Among Us lobbies, but also some other things that they're interested in. We want to kind of use it as a way for a lot of our creators to make good content for various platforms. So whether that's going to be Among Us or a tournament of some sort, we're going to be working on that to make sure everyone has the opportunity. And yes, my dog is spazzing out in the background right now.
There's at one point when you were codcasting for the tryouts, you like got excited and yelled, and she like freaked out in the background. It started like looking around all panicky, and I wanted it just looked so funny.
We'll get the dog her own camera around the campfire next time.
I think so. We talked before about doing an Among Us stream, but that was when the Discord was a little smaller. I think we're at the point now where we could easily get 10 people in an Among Us lobby.
I
Easily
definitely
get
think
10
so.
people. No.
Definitely.
Ben Ball also said Fall Guys. I've been playing Fall Guys lately. I would love to do that. I was actually going to ask because we have Fall Guys in the Discord if we could get a few people on. So John Doe Gaming, Fall Guys tourney. Fall Guys has private lobbies, but it's only for certain people right now. Eventually, when they do private lobbies for anyone in Fall Guys, 100% we're going to schedule a private little tourney.
For anyone wondering also about the 2v2 gunfight tournament, gunfight hasn't been brought to custom games from my understanding to Cold War yet, but we're trying to monitor that. So as soon as that happens, we will also have a tournament for that.
Yes, yes.
Waiting on the developers, and then you'll have all kinds of events, we promise.
Did you see that in Warzone, the spam equipment glitch came back where you could just stim yourself? They got rid of it quicker this time, but I can't believe that keeps coming back.
I did. And also, there's actually been some map tearing occasionally in Cold War, like, you know, when your gun would freak out in Warzone on PC. That's kind of been happening on the map on Cold War sometimes. So
I mean, hey, they're only a AAA studio that's been making games for 20 years worth billions of dollars. You lost a game to the stim glitch, Swift? Yeah, that is very annoying.
what's worse, infinite stims or infinite stuns against somebody using the
Stims because you can just go hide in a corner of the map. Stuns
Yep.
are bad because you can just get basically locked out of playing the game for a little while. Both of them are terrible. Well, yeah,
We might have to make the end of the 2v2 gunfight tournament where you play against our actual COD team. I don't know if we can let you guys compete for an actual prize. I don't know if that's fair. Infinite DMR for real.
Wolfpack asked an interesting one. I'm going to guess Abraham Lincoln sister. Abraham Lincoln's sister, Wolfpack. 1937. Oh, infinite DMR. I've seen how unfair the DMR was. But yeah, I guess we can do final round of questions, and then because I don't know how long we want to make this go, but we can do like final round of questions, and then we'll.
I think in the future some of our segments will be a bit longer because they'll be over different hot topics. This one was really just to get things going. But yeah, if you guys have any final questions, hit us with them now. Otherwise, we'll be moving to end the stream.
We kind of wanted to make sure it worked. This was proof of concept kind of thing, and I would say that this is working well. You guys are awesome. This is a great community.